What's up, everyone? It is Diecastbuffet here again, guys. Over 2004 Johnny Sauter Kleenex car. And this was one of the exclusive promo lines in 2004 where they actually made this car, but with a ton of different side sponsors. All right, folks, here we go with a promo Busch Series diecast in the studio. So the first thing I noticed, actually printed into the wax coating of the card back. I figured they would just leave this blank and they would put a little sticker on there depending what sponsor would be on the car. So if it's a Dollar General one, Cottonelle. I don't know if they did all of these, but I know they did the Cottonelle one because I have it in my collection, and I have the Dollar General one as well. But I think I seen one more other of these Johnny Sauter promos from 2004. I don't know how these were distributed. I'm assuming at a Dollar General because they would have Racing Champions diecast, I think, a couple of times. Who knows? Maybe it was at Family Dollar. I have no idea. Love the graphics for this, by the way. Again, it's a wax-coated card back. You have even a little bit of metallic silver printing right here. Really high-quality stuff. And you have this little plastic little dome. Oh, by the way, the plastic has aged very, very well. I don't see any yellowing on this, so that's a massive dub. You have over here to the back panel of this. Now, I can't remember if this was... I don't think this was Bruco, because they had the number 27 car, but maybe I'm tripping on that. I don't think this is Bruco. The Busch team, that is. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe they rebranded. Look, the Busch Series teams back in the 2000s, man, I mean, every single year it just seemed like they changed completely. Like, it's really difficult to keep up with all of them. So anyways, I'm going to carefully open up this diecast. I'll be right back. Check that out right there. There is actually a Busch Series logo. You see that? It's a little bit hard to see, but there's actually a NASCAR Busch logo. That's pretty cool. So that's one of the benefits of the promo diecast is they're distributed as kind of a not a normal retail line. So they kind of they'll put sometimes they'll put the actual logos and stuff for the alcoholic sponsors. So anyways, what an awesome paint scheme. I love this livery. You have some silver, you have some light blue, kind of a little bit of a cobalt blue. You have the yellow door numbers. And it really reminds me of the JTG Doherty paint schemes where you have like one main brand and then you have a bunch of little association sponsors that change week to week. I don't know all of the Johnny Sauter cars that got made for 2004. I believe this is a 2004. Sometimes they get the years a little bit confused and whatnot because they release things so early and it looks like a 2004, but it's actually a 03. I think this is a 2004. And believe it or not, I think one of his cars were on Chase for the Cup in the Busch Series. I think they were on NASCAR Chase for the Cup, the video game. You have the front window print here, very, very glossy like that. The Racing Champions window prints, when the cars are brand new, they look great. But, man, when they're used, these window prints, they just come off so easily, man. Got Kleenex brand. Got the bow tie right there. Front of the diecast, you have the silver front valence there. That looks incredible with the Monte Carlo name right in front of it. Got Mac Tools, Penske, Simpson, Moroso, Edelbrock. Not sure what that decal is. Clevite Moog. Got the number 27. A little bit of a silver headlight design. That looks really good. Go over to the left side of the diecast. Now, this is based off the 2003 and 2005 Monte Carlo mold. And to be honest with you, they did a pretty good job with this diecast mold. For whatever reason, their Chevrolet from 2000 to 2002 and then the Chevrolet from 03 to 05 was really accurate to the real car. I don't know how or why, because you'll look at their Pontiacs from 2000 to 2002. They look ridiculous. I'm going to keep it a stack with you. They don't look nowhere good as the Action Winter Circle, in my opinion. The Dodges, they're a little bit weird. The roofs look like they're caved in. But then you look at the Chevys and they're like, dang, that's pretty darn realistic. So I'm not sure why, but that's just how it goes. Another thing I'm noticing here is the axles actually are not wobbly. I'm not even going to hold you. I feel like this car rolls really good. Usually the axles will rock and wobble. I know it's kind of doing that there, but this is by far one of the best rolling Racing Champions cars I think I've held, to be honest with you. Now, this is the area of the car that changes depending on which version of this car you have. I want to say like 95% of everything on the car is the same except for this little quarter panel. But could you imagine if you had like a Busch Series stop motion? You know, you could have different alternate paint schemes for each week. That would be dope. Got the number 27 there. Unfortunately, the way the decals are applied is they're multi-layered. So like the background livery would be applied and then they would put the number decal there. The problem with that is you could see the outlining of the decal underneath. If it was all printed together, then you wouldn't have that problem, as it would, you know, it'd be just a normal white background on the car. Instead, you have all that. Another thing I notice here is the blue appears to be painted, maybe, because you can see the blue mist right here on the rail between the window and the side panel. So that makes me believe that the blue in the car, yes, it looks like the car is painted blue. So I'm guessing what they did is they probably had a mask or something that separated this area when they were painting the blue, and then they're painting the white. Well, inevitably, it's a more of an economy line, you know, style diecast. That's how Racing Champions were. You're going to get some paint mist there. So that happens, right? It's pretty difficult to do. The Johnny Sauter logo, I'm trying to adjust the focus. That thing is double printed or something. It is going bananas. Like, that thing's got me tripping out. I can barely even read that. Like, everything else looks clear except for that Johnny Sauter logo. Not sure if that decal is on the C post or the B post. Got the 27 NASCAR Busch Series. I need to go check my other Johnny Sauter cars and see if they have the Busch Series logo. Because I think one of them was from the normal Racing Champions line. The other one might have been a promo. Gatorade, Mechanics Wear, Autometer, Moroso, Jessel. Got Penske, Cop, MSD, Autolite, Holly, Goodies, Raybestos, something. You got Goodyear, Valvoline. That's interesting. Got something else there. Huggies, Aldi, Shop Towels, Scott's. I like the little silver around the car. It's pretty nice. Go to the back end of this car and love those Monte Carlo ducktail style rear ends where it's just beautiful, aerodynamic, just sleek. The Gen 4 cars, man, they look like they were designed to just go fast. You know, they're just aerodynamic. Every generation of stock car after the Gen 4 had pretty much a tall, you know, nose to it. So it looked a little less aerodynamic. But these Gen 4s, they were bullets, man. Kleenex brand, you got the bow tie there, number 27. The taillights are a little bit undersized. They should have been spaced out. This is probably all one decal, I'd imagine, and probably a little bit of maybe a format error whenever they were doing their computer format to it. I think there's a string or something on this car, and if that's the case, if it came on the diecast, that's been there for, well, you guessed it, 20 years, something like that. This could have been released late 2003, to be honest with you. With it being a promo diecast, it might be on a different release schedule. So I find that interesting. Here's another thing I don't think I've ever seen on a Racing Champions diecast, and I could be tripping. Did they always have these two little dots on the right side passenger window? I don't remember seeing that before. Am I tripping? I don't remember ever seeing that. We're on the right side of the diecast, and you can see a little bit of some blue kind of leaking through there. It's just a product of paint masking. You know, it's really difficult to do. You're going to get some little bit of overspray, especially when they're making thousands of these cars, guys. Top of the diecast, got the 27. Again, that very nice silver outlining. There is a little bit of a blemish there. I'm not sure why, because I don't think the car was touching the top of the plastic. So if it got really hot, you know, in a storage shed, 115 degrees in, you know, this, you know, southeast or something, sometimes plastics can warp and it can discolor things. That feels more like just a factory error, like something that happened at the factory before they boxed it up. Go to the back window, just look at all that gloss on it. Man, that's beautiful. Then you have the Kleenex Viva logo right there on the deck lid. So with this being a promo diecast, it doesn't come with a trading card. The normal Racing Champions release, I think, has a trading card. This is the plastic base you do get with it, though. What's interesting is it has a slot for a, you know, a plastic, not plastic, but a cardboard little, you know, trading card, but it doesn't have one to go with it. So you would have to, you know, swap it out with another one. But if you wanted to, you know, if you've got the normal Racing Champions release, you could just take the card from that, put it on this, and congratulations, now you have the alternate version with, you know, the normal, you know, card to it. Love the little display stands. I mean, you could really customize these things. You can make a lot of great dioramas with it. I mean, really cool stuff. And they just put these in just about every diecast they produce, which is fantastic. The last thing I want to talk about is I don't know if they've made the Aldi car in the normal Racing Champions line. I don't know. I want to say there's 4 or 5 of these released, of these Johnny Sauter 27 cars. So that would make a great collection set to have all of them. I don't know which one would be the rarest. I don't know. I don't even know how these were truly distributed. If I had to guess, Family Dollar or Dollar General, something like they'd be like on they call it a clip strip. That'd be on the aisle, and it's like a little white plastic chain, and they just like hook a little card thing on there. You'll see it with like Hot Wheels cars on like a cereal aisle or something. They'll do things like that. That's what I'm assuming these cars were distributed. Something like a little clip strip on a product aisle, maybe near like the Kleenexes or something. You know, it would kind of make sense. That's how marketing was back in the 2000s. I mean, don't be surprised in the late 90s they had like a clip strip or some sort of little display promo thing near the Tide detergent. You know what I'm saying? You get a Ricky Rudd diecast, or when Ricky Craven took over the ride. Don't be surprised they had something like that. That's just how massive NASCAR was, man. I mean, they were literally everywhere. I've said this in my videos before. I remember when you would go, like, it would be, oh my goodness, you'd go anywhere and you would see NASCAR stuff. Coffee mugs. They had little things you could put on your mailbox. Oh my goodness, man. They had literally everything. Fishing poles, crock pots. I mean, just literally anything. And they would put a Jeff Gordon a car on it, a Dale Earnhardt, a Dale Jr. It doesn't matter. Even some of the lesser known or not as popular drivers would get stuff like that made. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, half of the Winston Cup field in 2002 got a recliner made. I'm not even kidding you. An actual recliner that has the number, the signature, all kinds of stuff. It was a different world back then, brother. That's all for now. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to help support the channel, make sure to tap it over there at Circle B Diecast. Use promo code Diecastbuffet. You could save on shipping, guys. You don't have to use it. But hey, they do have some older diecasts over there. So if you're looking for older stuff, they got some over there. And if you're looking for newer stuff, they got you covered as well. So that promo code works for pretty much whatever they got over there. Tap in. Have a blessed one. Diecastbuffet signing off.